Everything in this video can be found on a public domain in the full disclaimers down below. Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. I wish you lots of love and many blessings. Shosh, Peter, Jay, and Holly, I thank y'all so much. There's so much to talk about, I don't even know where to begin. This pre-recorded Vax Live concert is due to come out on the 8th of May, but was pre-recorded over the weekend. They had several partners and sponsorships, but one of their main campaign partners was Oprah through Weight Watchers. Seems to always include her, does it not? Sunshine Sachs paired up with Global Citizen. They're the ones that came up with this bright idea. They've done it before in the past. It was called Live at Home. It's like they're recycling the same old has-beens for these concerts, these fundraisers. And the fella that fronts the money for all of this before all the donations come pouring in, of course, is George Soros. He's a financial backer through his Open Society Foundation. The Open Society Foundation that George Soros runs, along with Global Citizen, they've used Sunshine Sachs for years, and they all believe in the one world government. He'll lie on his Open Society Foundation webpage and tell you he's all about supporting individuals and organizations fighting for freedom of expression and accountability, and societies that promote justice and equality. That's bogus. And once you do a little bit of research, you'll notice that their actions are opposite of their mission statement. They've been after a one world government for years. That's another video for another day. I received an email yesterday from someone claiming to work for Sophie Stadium. I hope I said that right. And this person works for the stadium as an event programmer. Part of their job is to make sure everything's lined up, everything's where it needs to be, whether it's catering or it's the guest services. And according to this emailer, Sunshine Sachs is the PR company they work with. And according to the email, this Vax Live concert was last minute, kind of like thrown together. And while putting the itinerary together for this fundraiser, they were trying to recycle a lot of the artists and celebrities from the Together at Home fundraiser last April. I don't remember them having this last April, but obviously they did. And $128 million is what they raised. They couldn't get last year's people out for the majority. They were trying to recycle the same artists and celebrities, and it just wasn't happening. So they started scraping around, needing people desperately to fill slots for this year's fundraiser. And that's how Harry came into play at the very last minute. They invited him. Not Meghan and Harry, just Harry. And you know that didn't sit well with Meghan. After all, it's due to her. He's even in California. So they had to create a spot for Meghan, y'all. And that's where she becomes co-chair. Harry was to be there physically. Meghan wasn't invited initially. So because she is co-chair, she'll be brought in via satellite. Her followers got so mad because she wasn't physically there. One of them said, "We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived. Where is Meghan Markle? Where is my Duchess?" Ooh, it's so gross. I hope seeing her for a split second via satellite will make them happy. Now, according to the event programmer that emailed me, when Harry was walking down the lane trying to get up on stage, he received a standing ovation. That standing ovation was not authentic. It was brought about by the crowd hypers. It is the job of the crowd hyper to run up and down aisles, telling them when to cheer and when to stand and when to clap, laugh, boo. So like I said, thanks to the crowd hypers, he received that standing ovation. Now before this standing ovation, he was extremely awkward acting, super nervous, and he received this standing ovation sort of childlike. He obviously didn't realize it wasn't genuine because he was acting giddy. Then he goes ahead and introduces himself as Princess Diana's son. He can't do anything without her name in it. How super lame is he that he's used every excuse in the book to get out of this statue unveiling, yet he wants to use his mama's name when it best suits him? Oh, I don't think so. So he went on to thank the frontline workers by saying, "You spent last year battling courageously and selflessly to protect us all. You served and sacrificed, put yourselves in harm's way, and acted with bravery, knowing the cost. Really wonder how long it took him to memorize that, considering Meghan probably wrote that. So he was feeling himself, very Hollywood Harry, having a great time. They had him up on stage 2 separate times, and before he was due to get off indefinitely, he made sure to get his agenda across by calling misinformation a global humanitarian crisis. How does that fit with this vaccine situation? And according to this event programmer, they were all left scratching their heads. They couldn't figure out why he included that. He was there to thank the frontline workers and introduce certain celebrities. Like I said, that had to directly come from Meghan, and what she wants, she gets, remember? And something in this email stood out to me, and it kind of stands to reason considering he's had everything handed to him his entire life. He's never had to be a man. He's never been forced to grow up. Peter Pan syndrome fits him best. It read that he was very juvenile in his behavior backstage with the artist, running around almost like a teenager, wanting to talk to everybody. And out of everybody there wasn't but a couple of people that decided to speak to him for a few minutes. J-Lo being one of them, and Chrissy Teigen being the other. Chrissy Teigen is extremely immature. I can see her and Harry getting along very, very well. As a matter of fact, Chrissy Teigen said she's going to Montecito and chill with Meghan very soon. Birds of a feather flock together. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's a good thing Teigen's coming over and hanging out with her, because it seems like her most loyal is pulling away from her. Omid came out saying that Meghan may have been wrong to suggest Archie should have been given the title of prince at birth. But he still insists there's more to the story. Of course he does, because he has a new edition of this book that he's just about to release. It's being said that conversations between Harry and the family during Philip's funeral will be in this next edition. How sad. Now, Omid was going around bragging how this book sold in so many different languages all over the world. Meghan must have left him broke, because now his own publishing service business is going down. It's being struck off the company house register and dissolved. They say he failed to file his accounts on time. That's penalized both criminally and monetarily. Why is Meghan not stepping up, swinging the bat for him? I think before it's all said and done, there's going to be a lot of stuff spilling out from a lot of people that shouldn't know so much but do. He got really nasty with a tweet he posted the other day. I'm not sure who he was talking to, but he said, "Take your pathetic clickbait and do something better with your dry life. You're literal trash." That is nasty. If he's talking about who I think he is, boy, he's over his head. Speaking of literal trash and Meghan's buddies, did y'all see what Damien Holbrook posted for the rules to read? Out of defense of Meghan, might I add. That is nasty. As you can imagine, it didn't bring him any closer to Meghan. It's also being said that he realizes that, hey, I've been frozen out of my family, and he's not having too good of a time here in the States. No matter what we see, when we see him here, they say the true Harry is quite miserable. It's really sad that he burnt the bridge with his family that he has, because they said they want to move forward and not rehash the past, but they're not bringing Meghan and Harry along with them in the future. That speaks volumes, y'all. But they did it to themselves. I hope you're having a good day today. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Y'all stay safe and be blessed.